Hello.
Hello.
Hello. On life's complicated things. Glasses. All right. Not quite awake here. Getting there. Looking for a little icon for my camera. There it is. Humans. New experience here.
Dark. Oh.
Woof. You're up before the sun, so I got artificial light. All right. Sanity. Extremely bright lights in the morning. My God! It's
Gotta get those orange lights.
make it stop. All right. All right. Oof. I'm a big screen.
Your big screen.
Yeah. I don't know how bright this thing could be in this morning, but here it is. All right. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. It is.
It's on one side. I don't know which side, but it's on one of the sides, left or right. I think it's on the opposite.
Yeah, well, I'm on it now. You don't see me?
I see you.
Okay, I'm not seeing myself. Refresh. Doesn't matter. I can see myself on the side. I see you live. I don't see me. I see a picture. All right. So good morning. It's Monday.
It is Monday, 6th
February.
of February.
Okay, we can call this before coffee. What do you think? Well, it's before coffee for me. It's probably after coffee for you.
Aha, here we go. Here's something.
That's it.
Regional bus and staff start a 5-day strike. Some trains running NS, which is the National Train, not affected. On Monday, thousands of bus drivers, train conductors, and truck drivers, regional public transport started a 5-day-long strike. Strikers are fighting for higher wages and measures to reduce their workload and thus absentee. Strike includes personnel from public transport companies like Riva, Cubas, and Kilios. Collective labor agreements, which the strike takes place, cover over 14,000 people. Only NS trains and city transport in Amsterdam, Rotterdam, and The Hague are not part of the strike. Those employees fall under a different collective bargaining agreement. This happens all the time. Now, this isn't the first time this has happened. Actually, a thing most people plan on their week. That's why they give you a. They're like, oh, another bus strike. Okay, put that on the schedule. You know, everyone start carpooling because you're bus today, or for the next 5 days.
A bus strike in the Netherlands is a lot more serious than I would think, because like everybody's got 3 bikes, but they don't have a long distance mode of transportation. It's necessarily going to be as reliable as the buses. I don't know.
I mean, it depends where you're going. Most people will probably just bike if they really commute across country.
Yeah.
They'll probably have to bike to the nearest station, or they just have a car.
They're not going to be bitches about it so much. They're going to be like, well, you know, the working man's can't be pushed around by the man his entire life. So, yeah, we still haven't had any more Chinese balloons fly over. My favorite thing about the Chinese balloons thing is that people realize Chinese balloons flew over the country before in the past, but they're mad about it now. only because it's political. That's the only reason. Because their political leaders tell them to be mad about it. We're mad. We don't even know why. We don't even know why. Okay, that's more editorial, but it's just a humor. It's humorous that all kinds of things happen that we never realize. When we realize they're happening, we act like it's happening for the first time and it's never happened before. This is unique and we're unprepared for it. And I'm like, what the hell are you even freaking talking about? You're mad because you found out about it or something? I don't know what even people are mad about. What are they even mad about? They don't even...
I don't think anyone's mad here. This happens. Oh.
No, it's just like anybody else. They just want to feel like they're a victim. They're a victim. They're being wronged. Somebody's doing something to them. Ooh.
I mean,
about black people. Oh shit! Oh no.
I thought we weren't supposed to go off on tangents for this.
I don't know those rules. It's more or less why are people so ready to be a victim? Anyway, go ahead.
Wait, who's being
we're victims because the Chinese hit a balloon over us. We didn't know about it. We knew about it this time, so we're victims. But when 3 or 4 years ago when they did it and we didn't know about it, we weren't victims then. This time we're victims. That's kind of where they are with this. Somehow we've lost something.
Yeah. They spied on people. I don't know what they're spying on. Probably just graphical data.
George Santos is accused of harassing prospective staffer. Now, the guy has been in Congress for a month, and he's not even a real person. Apparently, he's an inflatable doll that somebody bought at a store, and it's kind of a practical joke. I think that's what it actually is. But now he's harassing people, and he's not even legitimately who he says he is. He's already got a sexual harassment suit.
Hey, you're supposed to give yourself at least 5 years. Those.
Already has more integrity than 80% of that party. Well, because he already resigned from the committees he's on.
Yeah.
That's integrity. At least he isn't on committees going, I'm legitimate. He knows he's not. He knows he's a fraud. That guy's funny. He's comic relief, at least. Sad story. How does anybody so publicly be such a complete fraud?
Having no quality.
There's the case of the Alex Murdaugh murders in South Carolina, I believe. It's a rich family. It's basically all of them are dead now. His wife, his son, and their home in June 2021. There's no confession, no surveillance camera footage, no recording of victims' final moments. Well, basically they go unsuspect, and I guess kind of ugly. We could do the thing about the Russian oligarchs turning up dead.
But that's from September.
No, I found the wiki list, the Wikipedia list. It's way longer. Yeah. If you do the wiki, just do wiki, oligarchs. It wants to do Olivia Newton-John. My glasses are foggy. My brain is foggy. Here we go. Right now it's 38, I think. And they're up until January even. 22 Russian suspicious deaths.
Yeah, all quote-unquote suicides, basically.
List of deaths. Starting with Leonid Shulman, age 60. He was a director of transport at Gazprom, which is a Russian oil company. He died in the bathroom of a residence in Leningrad Oblast. I didn't say how you say it. In Leningrad. Suicide note found next to his body. Some of these people, their families got wiped out. You don't hear those. In pretty gruesome ways. Axes and shit. These are just like some people show up at your door and they kill your family in front of you and they kill you. while they torture you or whatever. And they find the bodies and they go, natural causes.
What do we put down for this? Freak bear attack with an axe. A bear with an axe.
Oh, yeah. That'll happen. You got that one? Where's that one?
I know. I'm just making...
The legitimate one. Yuri Voronov, CEO of Astra Shipping, a subcontractor of Gazprom. Gotta say it like a Russian. Gazprom. He died in a swimming pool in a residence in Leningrad. Gunshot wound to the head in the swimming pool. Pistol found next to his body. The most recent one, and there's 38 of these in there. January 26, fairly recently, corporate manager of Roskomos, Sukhoi, Lukoil, Bank. This guy had a lot of CEOs. He was Dmitry Pawachka. Hey, getting poor guys like this, their name wrong, but burned alive after falling asleep with a lit cigarette. Burned alive while falling asleep with a lit cigarette. Happens all the time, I'm sure. Does it? Burned alive? Maybe die of smoke inhalation.
Yeah.
Burned alive. It's really... Well, it's suspicious. I'm not the coroner. On 5 January, Magomed Abdullaev, former chairman of the Republic of the Government of Dagestan. I didn't know Dagestan was a country, but he was probably a critic of Putin. He died at the hospital after being hit by a car while crossing the street. That was January 5th. Those are the last two, dying suspicious ways. Just the ones that fall out of windows are interesting. Just on December 24th, here's the latest guy that accidentally just fell out of a building. Pavel Antov, 65, founder of Vladimirsky Standard, a meat processing company, and deputy of the Legislative Assembly of Vladimir Oblast. 24 December, he was found below a window of Hotel Sal International, fell out of window. Another Russian colleague, Vladimir Bedanov, died in the same hotel 2 days prior from suspicious circumstances.
Very suspicious.
Mm-hmm. The same hotel, and his name was Vladimir Bedanov, business associate and travel companion of the guy I just mentioned, Pavel Antov. Anyway, those are just some of the people who apparently, and again, they don't list the actual specific thing they did or anything, but we don't necessarily gonna find out. One time they were rich and powerful, next minute they're dead. Doesn't happen a lot. It's happening a lot in Russia. That's all I'm saying.
On more positive news.
Oligarch. This is our starting point of here's what's happening in Russia. Criticize the government and then kill you and your family in some cases.
Wipe you off the map, yeah.
Yeah. And they make it look like a murder-suicide. Yeah, billionaires are always committing murder-suicides. It's a common thing.
Speaking of maps and other things you write, more positive news. Man of 30 completes an encyclopedia of all animals he started at 9.
Wow.
When Josh Gabatis, 9, thought he was going to write an encyclopedia of every living creature, beginning with corals, worms, and jellyfish. More than 2 decades later, he has finally completed the project and could not be more proud. Final entry is one of our closest relatives. The book is composed of 118 pages, divided into 6 sections: vertebrates, fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. It includes descriptions and terminology, as well as an index at the end of the section in case any reader wants to find something.
He's with that kind of publicity, he's going to be a bestseller.
Got through most of the mammals, but with only 3 pages to go, the book was pushed to one side during his university year. The animal book was so precious, I couldn't move to a different.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So he cataloged every animal in the entire place.
And he drew really cool, actually.
So he's like a Renaissance, Darwin.
So just a random thing that was on my news.
Right on. What's going on in the other lighthearted world of anything?
I don't know what's going on. Everyone's just talking about the Grammys that happened, supposedly, and people still care about that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I guess I could cover the Grammys. I'm a connoisseur of music, but I'm not a raconteur. I'm not going to be upstairs on the, higher
this
level.
album sucked because of its melodramatic. Yeah, you're not.
But then again, I'm talking about the Grammys.
It's not about music. It's about who's popular. Popularity contest.
The last time Grammys rewarded cutting edge was probably, have they ever rewarded cutting edge? I don't think they have. They're like 10 years behind cutting edge. They put a category in, They probably put rock and roll in as a category in 1984. You know what I mean? It was all best music, and that's it. We don't give a crap about categories. But country, there was country and contemporary probably, and then they added rock later. And everybody got mad with Jethro Tull in the first rock one or some shit. They're a rock band. I'm like, what the fuck are you even talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, awesome. I don't know why Jethro Tull got a lot of crap for beating Metallica, because I wouldn't even cross the street to see Metallica. I'd definitely see Jethro Tull. I've seen Metallica. Didn't know what the big fucking deal was then. I still don't know. But, okay. They were a band. They were good. They weren't better than Jethro Tull. Period. End of story. Anyway. And then puts their greedy assholes. So fuck them. That should be their motto. We're greedy assholes. We don't have nearly enough money. Justified to go to Congress because people were stealing their music on Napster. And everybody's like, you don't care. Save your money, idiot. We made a lot of it. Nobody cared. Everybody just made fun of them. Lars Ulrich, they just made fun of them for being greedy. Were you mad when people taped your concerts? Were you mad when people taped your songs off the radio? No.
Yeah.
You weren't. But you can't get your grubby hands on that money. You want more. That's what it looked like. Even though the people behind the scenes make way more than the artists, he looked like he was trying to pick on the fans.
It's the album publishers, record companies. Record companies are actually taking all the cuts out of their hard work.
In NBA news, LeBron James is going to break Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's scoring record. I mean, it's not a big deal in the entire world, except if you don't know what Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is, you need to watch the movie Airplane.
A lot of people like basketball in Europe. That's why people come to Europe to play basketball.
Oh, Europe's big in basketball. Plus, the best American players, the best players in the NBA are from Europe right now.
Yeah.
If you look at the favorites for the MVP, well, Europe and Africa. The favorites for the MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo from Greece.
Yeah.
He's from Africa. Luka, somewhere. Luka, where's Luka from? Serbia or something like that?
That's
Luka Doncic. You got
Europe, yes.
Nikolai Jokic, right? They're all from Europe. The only American that's even got an outside, there is no American with an outside chance. There really is no American that has a chance to win the MVP. And they hate Giannis because he's the best player of them all. And he doesn't hang out with them. He just goes to Europe, goes to Greece, where he hangs with his family and shit. He doesn't let's go to the strip clubs. And they're like, bye. Yeah. I'm Giannis. I'm going to go practice. I'm gonna get better. And they're like, oh, what? And so they hate them. Yeah. All the Europeans are the same way too. They're like, the European League is way rougher than the NBA. Way rougher. Yeah.
Plays different.
NBA's soft. You watch your games, nobody even plays defense anymore. It's sad. It's a 3-point shooting contest. That's why Giannis got a wide open lane. He's just run and dunk. He's not a 3-point shooter. Nobody can stop him. They put 3 guys in front of him, he goes right through them. Or around them or over them. And they foul him too, and he still gets scores. And it's like, he's too big, he's too fast, he's too talented, and they just want to make him stop. They do a lot of flopping around him. It works in the playoffs because the referees have a kind of a sympathy. They do for American players. They got to. They're American refs, right? So some of these refs, I won't say all of them, they'll get Giannis in foul trouble. They'll get these players in foul trouble, so they go sit in the bench. That's really the only defense you got. That's how they used to beat Kareem, by the way. Nobody could stop Kareem. You could only get him in foul trouble. That's why he was the best player. He had the hook shot. You couldn't stop the hook shot.
I thought LeBron retired.
Oh, he's not retiring. He's going to play
Okay.
until his son gets in the NBA, and then he's going to retire. And his son's name is Bronny. Poor kid.
In more European news, of course, we can't forget to talk about Russian-Ukraine war, of course.
Oh yeah.
They are getting ready for an all-out defensive against new Russian offensive month.
Oh, it's because the weather didn't improve, maybe?
Trying to see why.
Usually wait for the spring, so well, right now the ground's probably frozen. Spring it'll be muddy. So
Zelensky has already fired a number of senior part of a broad anti-corruption drive across the government. At an earlier news conference, it said that Russia did not have all of its resources ready to launch an offensive. It may do so anyway as a symbolic gesture, given the 1-year anniversary of Moscow's full-scale invasion in February. Because, as you know, a lot of politicians care more about poetry. I famously watched a about the ending of World War I, how they explicitly ended it 6 years after they signed the armistice, because then it would be the 11th hour of the 11th day.
oh,
Poetry. 3,000 more people died in between the signing of the armistice and the actual ending of the war because of poetry. So that's a history lesson for everyone. Don't trust your government. I don't think I need to tell you that, but now you know. They don't care how many people die as long as they can have a really cool slogan to say afterward.
yeah, because World War I was so pleasant. Let's continue this pointless slaughter for a gain of 4 inches for 6 months. Let's do that in perpetuity. That's the one thing the United States really fucking did that was great, was end that goddamn war. Because it was a stalemate till we got involved. Yeah. And the way people died in that last day, right? They're getting hit with artillery. They're not getting hit with bullets. They're getting hit with artillery. That ain't no fucking way to die. You get blown to bits. They can't even identify the body. Stupid. Wars are stupid. Everybody, wars are stupid. And editorial on Putin. Putin still has cancer, right? Go cancer. Anyway.
No, that's not on my list.
Just Putin's cancer. Anyway, that guy can die, and everybody will be like, Jesus, thank you. No, I mean, who wants to be on his side, really? Even these Republicans don't want to be on his side. They'd rather have somebody friendly. They'd probably have somebody that the entire world didn't hate to be on their side.
Okay, well, we've hit 30 minutes, but I guess 10 of that was waking up.
Yeah. You probably gotta edit it down anyway.
Yeah.
Can't do everything on there. But that's it. That's February 6th, 20. What year is this?
2023. That was February 6, 2023. Thank you for
This is
watching
our-
our honestly shit talking the news is what we should call this series. Thanks for watching Shit Talk the News. I've been Allison.
This has been Hands Across the Water.